Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve Leetcode problem 929, which is unique email address. So unique email address in this problem will be given a list of email addresses, and we need to find addresses which are non-repeating. And for an address to be non-repeating, they have specified some condition. Like if we are given an input of, let's say, this particular set of an array where array of strings, and each string will have either a period, plus symbol, and they have, if we go down to the constraints, they have explicitly specified that each email string will consist at least one at the rate character, and all local and domain name are non-empty. So like each of this each of this local and the domain name has some values in it. So I was talking about the constraints. So if we consider these three email addresses, so they have told that we do not need to consider anything which is there after the plus sign. So we can just delete it. So whatever is after plus will not be considered as a valid email address, and we need to replace all the full stops basically, and whatever remains is the final uh, email address, and the plus and the period doesn't apply to the domain names. So if we see here, we see that first and second email address is same, while second and third is different. So in this case, that's the reason we have an answer here of 2. So if we scroll this, the answer is 2, because the first two are the same, while the third one is different. So in order to keep the unique uh, unique email addresses, we'll use set. So like as we know in set, the duplications are not allowed. So that will be the final variable where we'll be storing our value. So so the main approach comes from the description. So as you read from the description, you will come to know that, okay, first you need to get rid of at the rate. Second, then you need to get rid of anything after the first plus in the string. And third, you need to get rid of the period and replace the period, and then you get the email. Then you get the email and just add it to the set and return the set dot size, and we are good to go. So let's just quickly implement this right here. So we'll create a set of strings, which is nothing but, let's name it as unique email equal to new has set, and we'll be returning unique email dot size. So this is where the set of size of set is what we'll be returning, and we'll iterate over the array that is given to us, and we'll first separate out the what do they call the local and the domain. So we'll first get the domain at, which is nothing but, we'll first do email dot index of. This problem is just about knowing the string functions. If you know the string function, this is just um, using the functions and just calling the library functions and doing it right away. So now we'll separate the local and the domain. So what we'll do is we'll do the local, which is nothing but email dot substring. We'll start from 0 till domain at. and then we'll do string domain, which will be email dot substring. It will start from domain at, and it will go all the way till email dot length. So this is how we'll identify the local and the domain. So we have done the first part. Now we have to get rid of. Now we need to identify the index where we come across the first plus symbol. So for that, let's write a function that will give us the location of first first plus symbol is nothing but get first plus symbol. So it is nothing but we'll basically pass the local string over here, public int string s for int I equal to 0, I less than s dot length I plus plus. If s dot char at I equal to the symbol that we are looking forward, just return the I, else will return -1. Here we'll check if the location of first is not equal to -1, then we'll go ahead, and if it is not equal to, then we'll go ahead and get rid of all the everything which is after plus signal. So which will be substring again of starting from 0 till location of the first plus symbol. So this is how we get rid of everything which is till that particular plus symbol. Like in this case it will be till dot test dot email, and then we'll basically use replace function of string, which is domain dot replace, and we'll replace the full stops with no empty spaces, and then we'll do. Now it's time. Now if we print the domain, we should have test email, and now it's time for us to add it to the set dot add. Sorry, suddenly, no, my bad. Suddenly I started replacing the domain, which should not be the case. I should be replacing everything for the local, not for the domain. So it would be local plus domain. And now if we run this, wait, so yeah, we removed the @ first, then we removed the plus symbol, whatever plus we'll get, and then we removed the full stop, and then when we okay. So this takes some time, because I have been using predefined function rather than using an inbuilt library function over here. So that's the reason, like the previous submission for me took 34 milliseconds. And the other reason why I think it took 34 milliseconds, like while I was writing the first time, I had some system.out.println. That might be the reason why it took so long that time. So this is a pretty simple solution. Like as we just told in the pseudocode that we'll first find the @, we'll separate the local and the domain, and then we'll find the first symbol, then we'll chop that string, and then we'll add it to the set, and then whatever is this unique email address in the set, we'll return it back to the calling function. Thank you, everyone. That's all for today.